Go ahead.
So, yeah, what is the main problem here that you need to be aware and like be careful about it?
Unpredictability, because you never know what's gonna happen out here in Dade County. You're not gonna even know, because you might just be having a good time one minute, next minute 5 people on the ground dead. That's just how that shit going.
Yeah.
This shit like survival of the fittest, man. Out here in Liberty City, Overtown, Little Haiti, Carol City, Opelika, down south, like all areas of down south. And you know, a lot of people, you know, they were sleeping on these guys at one time till these guys started responding. You know, the same way that we was responding on this end. So, you know, it's like it had to come to a level of respect as far as respecting each other's areas from where you're from, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you just can't just go into somebody's hood and think you finna just run somebody's hood and you're not even from that hood, or you're not even certified in that hood. And I ain't talking about taking over like selling drugs. No, if you wanna make something better for the community, you got to start from within yourself. Because you don't start within yourself, you're going to be stuck like with nowhere to turn. So just how you able to go here, go there without being fucked with, because you stay to yourself, you mind your own, you stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Unless it's a situation where you have to.
So if you are from a special hood, you say that you cannot go in an other hood.
Nah, you ain't gonna be allowed to go in no other hood. As far as this is what we call like you got to respect enemy lines, because even in your own neighborhood you have enemies.
Yeah.
So what you would think if you go to somebody else's neighborhood, what you think is gonna happen?
And if you want to go there just to meet them.
Now, let's just say if you was from Opelika and I'm from North Miami. Maybe some few went on in the past, made some things. But if I'm coming to see you about whatever I'm coming to see you about or talk to you about, I might be coming to talk to you about a truce. You know, to say that, you know, the homies over here, the homies over there, we're gonna stop this. But these days they don't believe in what they would say a big homie. They don't know what a big homie is.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So by me being an OG out here in real life, let's say real life, that just ain't a name that I motherfucking earned. You know what I mean? Overnight. I had to work for that shit. Just like anything else in fucking life, you gotta work for it.
Yeah.
You know, that's why every day I wake up and given the opportunity to make something better of myself, my community, another person's life, then I'm gonna give it my all, man, as this is gonna be my last day on earth. That's what it is.
Okay.
So, you know, dealing with the gentrification, I myself personally applaud it, because you getting the chance to see something different, know something different, be a part of something different, and vice versa. Because you got some white people, like, Lord behold, man, once they got around us, it's like, shit, man, I like this shit, because black people, we naturally genuine people.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, just like with me, how you met up with me, we talking, we dealing with each other, your skin tone don't mean nothing. It's what's up here and here. You know what I mean? So you got to always learn to give a person the benefit of the doubt in life. You know what I mean? So that's what you got to do, man. A chance and a choice is what you have every day you wake up. A chance and a choice.
Sure.
And so it's up to you what you're gonna do with either or both.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anything you want to know, anything you ask when it comes to the gentrification of Dade County, you're proud to know it, man.
And which neighborhood gets gentrified the quickest?
Who get what? The quickest?
Yeah.
Say what now?
Which neighborhood has been gentrified the quickest?
Oh, the gentrification, the
Yeah.
quickest. That right
I
there.
heard about Little Haiti maybe, but
Nah, I say Liberty City, man. You know what I'm saying?
I saw Liberty City Square,
Yeah, you talk about the poker beans.
and there is one side of the road. It's like kind of authentic housing, and
That's right.
like
That's
here,
the same
and
thing.
the other side,
That's what I was
Nothing.
telling you. Right. You remember I was telling you about that part, texting, saying that they got one side that they done built up, and they got another side to where it's still like this is the slums. The reason for that is because they're showing you the difference to where they're going to make sure that they don't want a man, an actual man, living in these projects like they was over here all these years, causing all this ruckus, causing all this trouble. But who fault is that? It's not our fault, because we was left at the point of no return, to the point to where we got to go stay with our child's mother because it's difficult to get a job at the time. They want to allow us to get a place to live under our own name because they say that we was a risk and we might cause harm or bodily harm to citizens that who never been in trouble. So that was a strike off the gate. So now they're going to put all of us in Liberty Square, what you was talking about, the poking beans, Town Park, Edison Projects, Scott Projects. I'm naming all these projects. Hold on now. So they put all us, and you got 20 more guys that think just like me and act just like me. So what you think is going to happen? It's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up. You ain't gonna see nobody like you. We're not gonna see we're gonna see 20 different guys, but just like me, think like me, act like me, respond like me of any little altercation. And that's why it's the way it is now, because they didn't want to give us the chance to venture out. It's no one's fault that they had to be left in the hood.
that's what you call the pork and beans.
Yeah, the poker beans. Yeah, that's Liberty
Because
Square.
I saw a video of you on YouTube talking about the pork and beans project.
That was me. That was me who did it.
So now
It was serious, man, and it was what it was, man, because this right here, when you open up your mouth and talk about the history of Liberty City, Overtown, Brown Subs, wherever you talking about it at, you got to know your shit first. You can't just be out here just talking about something and don't know what the fuck you talking about. Somebody gonna check that shit.
Sure.
It might be a lady check that shit. It might be a little kid. Man, you don't know what you talking about. Get off. Get away. And that's real. They got the right to say that because you're talking about their neighborhood.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm trying to meet people like you and others to...
Yeah, you're going to be good, man, because every time you come down here, you got to key in with me because we're going to do this. You know what I mean? And anything you want to know when it comes to the gentrification of Dade County, you're more than welcome, man, because you're one of the first guys to set the tone to come out and say, man, let me step out and think outside the box and do something different. And that's what I'm all about. I'm very spontaneous when it comes to doing something different. Just do it. You know, and Nike don't owe us that. You know what I mean? We just get out there, we just do it. And I'm proud of you for that, man, for taking that leap, man, because you're gonna have more people like you come after that because of you.
I hope so.
Yeah, you got the ability.
Did you ever had people comes from other country or even maybe you're from the US coming to you to
interview me?
Yeah, to talk about the subject, about the hood or the justification. Or...
You're the first guy. You're the first guy. Antoine is the first guy. You know what I'm saying? So you got a whole platform just with that alone. You know what I mean? Because you ran across somebody that's really like compassionate when it comes to talking about the history of Miami. And very compassionate. This is my dream as well. So I seen my dream soar at a nice little level, and I ain't gonna stop because Miami-Dade County needs it. Broward County needs it. Palm Beach County needs it, etc. Everybody needs it. But this is where it all starts, because a lot of people, no matter where you're from, you're going to hear about this first. And then once you get down here, you'll start to venture out and say, man, there's more to it than just Miami, man. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in Broward and Hollandale and Palm Beach and Fort Myers, etc. So dealing with the gentrification, man, this is going to be a subject that could be talked about forevermore. Because these same kids, I'm telling you, when I grew up here, the Hispanics, they set a tone to never give up on what they was striving for. So when I was living over town and I seen a Spanish person and it looked the kind of, because I was young and I was like, dude, he's supposed to be over here, you know?
Yeah.
But as time went on, more, they started coming more, they started coming more, they started coming more, and they were some very acceptable people. Very acceptable people. You know why? Because they just like us. They just speak a different language.
Yeah.
They just like us. They just like the blacks in the neighborhood. That's why they was able to blend right in and not have any issues. Same thing go with that with the Haitians, but it was a different feel, because the documentary that I previously did about a year ago, before the Zopound evolved, I was that guy with those guys. I was one of the original guys with those guys. So it gained a lot of respect from me, and them never had no issues. And I used to wonder why somebody would want to jump on someone the same color as you. You understand?
Yeah.
And people are going to be people, dummies are going to be dummies, and crash dummies are going to just crash. But when you got people that has a heart, no matter how gangster you are or you want to be, but when you got a heart for people, all that shit changed. It's out the window.
Yeah.
It's out the window. It changed. So how am I going to tell you to stop smoking cigarettes and I fire up a fat ass joint in your face? How can I tell you not to do something I'm still doing it? That's not lead by example, and it's not a good look.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, that's why if people could just communicate and not dictate, I know that the world would be a better place.
Yeah, sure.
The world would be a better place if you learn to not dictate.
If you learn to understand why other people are like they are, and why they are different of you, or why they are like you, or just trying to understand each other without, like, open the book and not just
the cover.
Yeah.
That's right. And you know, technically speaking, man, as human beings, we are considered walking books.
Yeah.
You understand? Because we have a beginning of our story, and it's going to be an end of our story.
Yeah.
We are actually walking books, humans, because we process so much stuff on a daily basis. That's why we have billions and billions and billions of brain cells, because they reproduce daily.
Yeah.
They reproduce
Every day.
So you got to know what you know by giving yourself some thought before you speak.
Yeah, sure. Communication is at the bottom of...
Man, that's the best understanding in the world. That's the foundation of everything. That's the foundation of everything.
Yeah.
You know? But that was really, this was one of the raw interviews I did with someone, you know, especially of a different culture, and that's one of the coolest things that I can actually say that I'm happy to be a part of. So it's up to us to take this to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
We got to take it to a whole nother level. I'm going to tie you in to one of my guys named Aaron Jackson.
Yeah.
You know where he's at? He's in Alabama.
Alabama?
Yeah, he's right there. So I'm going to call this guy, and I'm going to see what he got going on. And I think it'll be a good thing for you to meet up with him, because he's on the same type of time you on.
Yeah, sure.
You know, that way, even when you come down here, and not just with me, you could be able to venture out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And say, okay, let me call AJ because OG Junk is busy, so let me call AJ and see what he's doing. Then boom, you can meet up with AJ and y'all can get on the same type of thing.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? So you got to meet these kind of people in order to market yourself and network just like I do. You know what I mean? Because even when anytime you come from France, you make sure you tap in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I'm getting ready to come about a week or so. Then I know I could be able to balance something out to show you the love and the respect like you showed me by coming here to come visit me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we're going to do that now. I'm going to get on the phone and I'm going to call this guy now. And I'm going to see what he's doing now because he shouldn't be busy. He might be in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to check. I'm going to check because he's right there in Alabama.
Okay.
So I'm going to check with him now. So we're going to conclude this interview. I'm glad that everybody tapped in with me, man. The Real Miami OG Junk. Y'all definitely got to follow my Instagram, OG Junk, The Real Miami. That's it, you know. So y'all, my guy right here, you know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to the Real Miami.
Shout out to the Real Miami OG Junk.
That's right. It's my guy right here. Yeah, for sure. So what you learned today, man, off this spot right here, man, when you came here, man? Like briefly, what you learned?
I learned about because we never met before, we just met through Instagram and WhatsApp. So I learned to trust the people I meet by talking on the phone and just trust a human being like me.
Yeah.
Without and go how to say it? Like open the book and not just.
You never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, that's
yeah, you never judge a book by its cover.
I learned a little bit more about Brownsville and the gentrification here. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to learn more and more and meet some of your friends and some of other people of your neighborhood, of the hood.
So, question, what's your take on the Real Miami? What's your take on when you met me?
What do you like to take away?
Like now, how do you feel about by you meeting me now?
Yeah.
How do you feel now?
I feel very, very grateful for thanks for having me here.
Definitely.
And show me what you showed me.
Yeah.
And explain me what you explained me about the culture, the communities, and the neighborhood, your story.
Yeah.
And then looking forward to work with you in the future.
Forevermore, man. We got this. Forevermore.
As soon as I will come back here.
And where you getting ready to head at now, brother?
When I will come back here?
Yeah, I'm saying, where you heading at now? You getting ready to fly out somewhere?
Yeah, I'm going back to France.
You going back to France, so you came all the way?
Yeah, I came
all
the
man.
way from France to here. And it's all on by myself, without grants or nothing. So
oh man, now that's grateful, brother. That's grateful that you even had a chance to come down here like that.
I hope to build something meaningful and strong to document the communities that are on the grip of gentrification and trying to be part of this culture by bringing what I can bring, so my camera and my pictures.
Let me see that camera. Show him that camera, man.
And my eyes.
That's his wife right there, y'all. That camera is his wife. You know what I'm saying? He is married to that camera right there.
I always keep it around my neck to keep sure that I can.
So you don't miss an image if you want to to capture a moment.
Yeah.
Man, we really appreciate you, Antoine, man, for coming all the way from France, man.
Thank you.
And coming through, man, to come visit Miami-Dade County, man. And we appreciate you abundantly, my brother. Until we meet again next time, man, y'all already know what it is, man. The Real Miami OG Junk has done it again. Love y'all, man. Peace and love.